And we're back. It's now halftime. The Bison are up 40-34, and you got to be happy with this performance from the Bison. I mean, coming out strong, and we touched on that in the pre-show. Coming out strong, they came out fast, and they went up, and they maintained their momentum.
Absolutely, a 20-6 run to start the game. I mean, that was about as good of a start as you could ask for. But unfortunately, SDSU, they're not going to go down without a fight. They came back with a 19-5 run to pretty much bring the game to a dead heat. And then it seemed like after that timeout with about 6 minutes to go, the Bison kind of picked it up again. And now they have that 6-point lead heading into halftime.
Yep. Remember I said about this core. This core, everybody is contributing. Whether that's Wheeler, Grant, Andrew Morgan, everybody's contributing on this court today.
Andrew Morgan is having himself a first half right now in the double figures, and then Grant Nelson already has a double-double with 10 rebounds and 11 points. So good first half overall by some players. Now they got to keep going into the second half, though. There's still a half to play, and as we saw in the first half, momentum can change on a dime in this game. Within a minute, in a fraction of a second, you can be up by 20, and all of a sudden it's gone. So you really have to keep that momentum going throughout the entire half. I mean, you saw how quickly it turned to the stadium being quiet, and all of a sudden the SDSU fans are roaring. So they got to try to make sure to keep that crowd noise to a minimum.
Definitely. The keys to the second half is to maintain rhythm. Like we saw in the beginning, they came out fast and maintained it for as long as they could. And then, like you said, the environment of the arena, the fans got into it, and they turned it around. And then we got to protect the paint. Alex Arians is really doing his thing in the paint. We got to keep him out of there. Number 34, he's giving them the business.
Yeah, they definitely seem to make an adjustment after the start of the game. SDSU couldn't make a shot at the beginning of the game, and then they kind of switched it up to have Arians be in the paint more often, and it seems to have worked. And they also had a couple of three-pointers to get themselves back into the game as well.
Yeah, but the last one is making shots. During that period when SDSU was coming back, NDSU couldn't buy a bucket, especially from the three. They're 1 from 10 currently from the three. That we got to pick that up.
One thing they have improved on, though, is the free throw shooting right now. They are 10 of 11 in the first half, and that is something that we talked about before the game, and they definitely have improved on that. And meanwhile, SDSU, they're struggling from the free throws right now, so that really is a big difference right here.
Yep, let's see if the Bison can finish this out and overcome the Jackrabbits when we come back.